What's going on YouTube? Cap24 here, back with another video out of the strong formations that we've been doing all week long on the West Coast Playbook. This is going to be the last video for the week, so that means that we have our scheme now available on our website. That's going to have your total of 20 setups in order to have just a great opportunity to attack your opponent. This play today we're going to be looking at as the PA pound draw pass. We already looked at it earlier in the week as a cover 4 over the top beater, a cover 6 over the top beater on the right hash mark. Now this play is a base play off of the right hash mark, which is really going to give you a nice option to scan the field, use the opponent's tendencies of what they're setting their cover 4s like, what they're looking at as cover 6s, what are those safeties playing as far as depth, and be able to either call the first play or call this setup and have some great success. This setup also does a great job of scheming a lot of our other plays in our formation guide, and it's something that's going to look a little underwhelming as far as the routes, but you're going to see how powerful they're going to be when we put it all together for you. So let's go take a look at it now. So let's start off by looking at cover 2, and what I'm going to do here is just set it up where it's a cloud flat, put the middle linebacker in the deep blue, and what we're going to do is we're going to put this X on a curl. We're going to put this B on a comeback, and we're going to motion the A over, okay? When you look at this, you're going to look at it and say, this is kind of underwhelming, like I said before, where really all this is it appears to be 2 curl flat combinations to either side, which is correct. But what you're going to see here is that you've got the ability to really use some of the unique routes here to your advantage. This A route's a unique route. That's going to be able to get wide open on the left-hand side because of our curl ability to hold a cloud flat. Now, it doesn't matter if it's cover 2, cover 3, or cover 4. He's going to hold that guy, leaving the A open on the left side. On the right side, you're going to see that this RB is actually a little bit of a unique route, and he's going to be able to get underneath cloud flats while the B beats hard flats. So you got a all type of beater on this play. Now, the Y needs to stay on his route in order for that cloud flat to jump the X. You don't have to carry out the fake. You can always press the right trigger as he's about to hand it off in order to make sure that you got your quarterback in a throwing position quicker, but you need to keep him there, okay? I do tend to like to slide to the left here, only because of the way this A route is. He tends to kind of allow a player to get off the edge a little bit easier if you don't slide to left. So I just want to make sure that if you're having any problems with any type of your left tackle not getting out there quick enough, make sure you slide to the left, all right? So here we go. We're going to cut off the play action. You're going to see that this guy's going to jump the X, and you're going to throw it to this A literally for an easy 8-yard gain. Okay, it's going to happen no matter what the coverage is when it comes to cloud flats. So you can see here, this guy's going to go, is going to go and make that one player jump. As soon as that guy jumps this way, see how he jumps that way? You should see that I'm starting my throwing motion. That's what I'm looking for. As soon as he jumps that way, now I'm going to see, I'm actually a half a second late on this. I should be looking at that guy. Once he jumps that way, I should have this ball out of my hands, so you're not as close to the sidelines. If you would have timed this right, or if I would have timed this right, you're going to see as soon as that guy jumps that way, the ball should have already been out. So I'm about a half a second late on my decision, but you can see that even if you are late, you're still going to be able to catch that ball on the sideline. Now, if you're looking on the right side here, we're going to see the same thing. You're going to see that you're going to get the ability to make sure that this RB goes and gets the ball at the line of scrimmage and has that trucking option. So here we're going to go cut this play off. You're going to see that he's going to get there. We're going to throw it to him. Now we're going to be able to try to truck that player. Obviously, Sherman is a little bit more of a physical corner, so he's not going to get trucked as easily. But it is a nice opportunity that if somebody is playing this A receiver, say this user is going to follow the A, you've done this early in the game, you want to have a second option. And the second option is knowing that if they go ahead and play the left side of the field, you're going to want to throw it to the right. So here we go, we're going to cut it off. You see that that guy will not follow him. You throw it to the RB, and you're going to get up the field, and now you're going to look, see that's the trucking opportunity to be able to, a lot of times, once you get that truck, your defensive players kind of like have a, I don't want to say a force field around you, but a lot of times they don't go and tackle you after that first truck. It's just a bad programming in the game. So anytime you have the ability to get an advantage where you've got a fullback on a quarterback, take advantage of that and see if you can get a little bit more yardage, because you're able to use that to, get some additional from after the truck. So that's how it works on cover 2 hard flats. Now, cloud flats. Cover 2 hard flats, what you're going to see is you always are going to be looking to left first. It's going to be your option because that's what you want to see as your main threat is the A receiver. Once you go and see that the quarterback goes down on the A, you're going to have enough time to shift your eyes to the right and throw it to the B receiver. So we're going to cut off the play action. You're going to see that that guy was there. Now I'm just getting a little flushed out there, but that's the player that you're looking for. I didn't go ahead and slide to the left. That's going to give you a good indication. What I was telling you before was if you don't slide to the left, sometimes this this left tackle seems to not see how it kind of splits that guy and he gets around there. It may just be my team or whatnot, but when that happens, if I slide to the left, that doesn't happen. I want to protect that left side first. And you can see, though, that that hard flat's going to get open. We're going to throw it to that player and get a good catch on the sidelines. So let me just show it to you again, just so it's a little bit more clean. I hate having, me running for my life when we do videos, but I do everything live. I want to make sure you know that. It's one of those things that we don't do voiceover, if you know that from our videos in the past. We want to make sure that you see it. So I'm going to slide to the left. And I'll put the B on the comeback. I'm going to go here, see how I got a better block. We're waiting for that B to come there. And now we're throwing it to that player. And we're going to have a nice hard flat beater. But we still were looking on the left-hand side to make sure that we read to see if it was hard flats first. So that's how it works against cover 2. That's how you're going to attack cover 2. Now, if you're going to do cover 3, you're going to see that you're going to have the same success, right? So here's cover 3. And let me go ahead and put the cloud flats. And you're going to notice again that we're going to move this guy over, X over here, keep that Y on its route, and put the B on its comeback. We're going to cut off the play action. You can look to the left. You can see that the guy's going to jump that route, and you're going to be able to throw that ball right over there for the easy 7-8 yard gain. This is a cloud flat beater. Doesn't matter what the coverage is, right? Then if you're going against cover 3 hard flats, what you should notice is that you're looking at the same thing. What you're looking at here is you're looking at the ability to see if the guy jumps. Because that B is on the sidelines a little bit, his route gets elongated, which gives you more time to shift your eyes. So you're looking to the left side of the field. You're seeing that this guy stays with that A. Now you're going to be able to throw it to this B and have that ability on the right side because you know that they're playing hard flats. So that's why it really works well against those two coverages. Now, if you're looking at the ability to go against your cover 4s, cover 6s, we showed you in the last video that you're going to be able to bomb them over the top. So if you're going against, let's go with the cover 4, show 2. Let's get that out here. And you're going to see here that you're going to be able to do that same bomb play that we showed you earlier in the week and be able to go ahead and scheme this together. So if you were going ahead and you looked at it, and you notice those players are at the 10-yard depth or closer. That's what they look like right now. I'm going to just base the line. I'll just put them into cloud flats. You could go ahead and look at them and say, you know what? I'm going for the one-play score over the top. If you remember, all we did was press RB, put them on a block, and we went for the one-play score. But if you didn't notice it was cover 4 and you wanted to go with the other setup, you just put the X on the curl, put the B on the comeback, motion this guy over. And what you're going to see here is that you're going to get that same result with the cloud flat, giving you the option to throw it to the A receiver. So we're going to cut this off. You'll see that this guy is going to stay with that player, and you're going to be able to catch that ball on the sidelines. So it's a really nice option for you when it comes to getting easy yards, but also having the threat of going over the top. So when we did the cover 4 beater earlier in the week, we didn't do any motion. All we did was we blocked the running back. We made sure that we waited for that strong safety to get held, and then we just kind of bombed it over the top, rat catched it, and went for the one-play score, right? Well, we can also do this with this motion here and have the same success. All right, so motion that guy, so now you're basically changing up. I would suggest to block your running back as well. And you can go ahead, carry out the fake. Now you've got that same ability, and it's not going to change the ability to go over the top to this X receiver. So you could go ahead and kind of go back and forth with it to where if the motioning of the tight end to them cues the user to basically cover the tight end. Now you've got the one play score over the top. So it's kind of a scheming thing. I just want to kind of pull it all together for you. There's going to be some other plays that we use that tight end motion. And we also have that ability to hold them on cloud flat beaters later in our guides that are really going to give you some nice options as well. So I just want to kind of bring it all, on this last video of little things you can do to kind of take a couple plays together and just give some headaches for your opponent. We do appreciate you guys watching all week long. The support is awesome. Thank you for those likes. Hit another one if you've enjoyed this week. We'll be back with another formation out of the West Coast for the last one we're going to do here in March next week in order to kind of wrap up the scheme before we move on to another playbook. If you guys have any suggestions for another playbook, please put it in the comments below. It does help us, as we brainstorm and kind of do some labbing prior to jumping into it. Again, thank you very much. That scheme is available now on smartmadden.com. Really powerful one for the West Coast playbook that you're going to have a lot of fun with. Thanks, guys, and have a great day.